Hi friends, and welcome to a breakfast edition of Meet Me at the 313 Grill and Kitchen. It is a Saturday morning here, and I don't know what some of your Saturday morning traditions are in your household, but a couple of Saturdays a month we like to cook breakfast. It can be anything from pancakes to eggs and sausage, or the usual southern staple, country ham, red eye gravy, you name it. We do like breakfast in our household, but because of watching your cholesterol, we don't like to cook breakfast as often as we do. So what we're going to do today on this breakfast video, we are going to cook some bacon and some eggs and some biscuits, and I have another creative way for potatoes. Now, the other night we cooked some tater tots, and if you have enough to save left over, you can make some really good hash browns out of it. So we're going to make an easy way for some brown potatoes and crumble it with a little bit of sausage in from the other day. So tell you what we're going to do first. We're going to work on our potatoes first, then we're going to move to the bacon and your biscuits and your eggs. So I've already got, now before you mess with the potatoes, I've already go ahead and set our oven up. Bottom, we want to cook our bacon at 400 and our biscuits are going to be at 350. So while that's warming up, we're going to start on our potatoes. Now, as I said, these are some tater tots. And I went on ahead and just smashed them up a little bit. We got some leftover sausage we're going to crumb and place them with the hash browns to give it an extra flavor. So the first thing we're going to do, we got our pan. I'm going to go ahead and let that warm up for just a little bit. And we are going to take some olive oil. We want definitely some salt and some pepper. I'm sorry, that was the pepper. Here's the salt. So first thing we're going to do is we are going to add in our olive oil. We're going to go ahead and just coat enough for the bottom. Okay. Let that go ahead and just cover your whole pan. Let that heat up. I'm going to turn it up just a little bit so we get it heated. Once when it's heated up, we're going to cut the heat back down so it won't overburn, as you want a nice texture to it. Okay, I'm going to put this down for a minute while I get some of this olive oil off my hands. Move that out of the way so you see what I'm doing. Alright, now we're going to go ahead, add in our potatoes. Should be about close to starting up right now. And also, for extra seasoning, we are going to add in a little bit of bacon grease. You don't want too much of it, but you want a little extra bacon grease in your dish. So I have a little pot over here by the stove. I'm just going to dribble just a little bit of it in to give some flavor and some extra seasoning. All right, we're going to add in our salt and some pepper. Now, if you have any kind of leftover potatoes, you know, tater tots, french fries, or even baked potatoes, this will create a good hash brown texture. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to crumble up our sausage, and we're just going to kind of take a little bit at a time. We're just going to tear it off into pieces, and we're going to combine them. And we can turn our heat down a little bit because we don't want to overcook them. Well, there goes the piece we cannot use, so that will go in the trash. Just kind of. Now, if you have leftovers, you know, leftover bacon, you could put leftover bacon in it too, or even if you had some leftover country ham, you can also put some of that in there too. Okay? Alright, now we're going to go ahead and just stir it up. Get my spatula. We're going to go ahead and just kind of start stirring it up. Now if you think it might need a little bit more olive oil, you are more than welcome to do so. And I may add just a tad bit more of it in there. Some of the potatoes already ate up juice. And we are going to slow cook this for a little while. Like I said, we don't, if you think it may need some more olive oil, just feel free to add in as much as you desire. All right. Kind of give that another stir. Turn it up just a little bit. And while this is cooking, I'll let you see here what I've done. So this is our hash brown mixture, as you see right here. So while this is cooking, we're going to start with the bacon. Now, I just got a package of thick cut bacon. You are more than welcome to fry it on the stove, but the method that I like to do, less cleaning up, less grease all over the stove. We're going to put bacon in the oven. So what I've done is we're going to cook it at 400. And we are going to cut, what I'm going to do is I'm going to split them up in half, and we're going to cook this for about maybe 15 to 20 minutes. You don't want it to be too crispy. Now if you like it burnt and crispy, you can cook a little bit longer, but we like half crispy and half soft. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to cut up the bacon. Just going to cut it right smack down the middle. Sometimes another knife might be suitable for this. Now that our bacon is cut in half, we're going to go ahead and start laying it out on the pan. And you just want to take it just like that. Now, if you're not able to fit all the bacon, so what we're going to do, we need to stir up our hash browns a little bit. So I'm going to lay some bacon on it. And we need to just make sure when you cook potatoes on the stove, always want to make sure you stir them every few minutes or so, because you don't want part of the potatoes to be burnt. Let's go ahead and just give these a quick check. And the potatoes are cooking very nicely. Turn that on. Okay, let that cook a little bit. We'll keep an eye on that. Let's finish putting some bacon onto the stove. Now, I don't know what your favorite meal is of the day, but breakfast is my favorite meal. And it's recommended that you eat a good breakfast to have a good start to your day. Slide these down, put a couple more pieces of bacon on. Take this out. And always, before you touch utensils after you mess with raw bacon, always wash your hands. get as much on as we can. Put one more piece on there and we should be good. Mike can get 2 more. Always try to put what you can think you can fit on there. So you don't want to overlap and cook too much bacon. That should be good. Okay. That's that. All right, folks, so here's our bacon that we have gotten set up. See right here. And again, you want to cook this in the oven at 400, anywhere from 50 to 20 minutes. If you like crispy and burnt, you can cook it a little longer, but again, it is your preference on how you want to cook bacon. I'm going to put this in, let that cook. And we're going to stir our potatoes one more time. And they are cooking along just nicely. You can turn that down a little bit now. All right, folks, let you take another look at our potatoes. They are cooking along nicely. So we're getting ready to do the biscuits, and then in just a few moments, we will get some eggs going. So stay tuned. All right, folks, and we're back, and we have our lovely assistant, my daughter, Avery. She's stirring the eggs. She's helping us stir in the eggs. So we already cracked our eggs. Now, depending on what you like in our household, we're going to do scrambled eggs. And we've got a little easy little recipe we are going to do. Keep on stirring, honey. You want to get all the yolk blended into one bowl. Keep on. Look, I'll show you. Put this down here and I'll show you what we're going to do. Here, let Daddy show you, okay?
I want to do it.
Hang on. We're going to get them chopped up. We want to get them.
I want to do it. I think I'm going to do. Okay, folks. Okay, folks. I want to do it.
Let me show our viewers what they should.
I want to do it.
All right, you can start. This is what the final product should look like. So while we keep stirring, we're going to add a little bit of salt and pepper. We're going to add just a little bit of cheese. That be easy. Take a little slower. And then we're going to add some salt while she stirs. We'll put a little bit of salt in, a little bit of pepper, and some cheese. We're going to use sharp cheddar cheese. All right, let me stir.
I want to do it.
Then we're going to take a look how our potatoes are coming, the biscuits are cooking. So while Avery stirs the eggs, let's check on our potatoes. They are coming on nicely, so they're about 3/4 way done. They're browning up the way we want to brown them. Kind of keep on stirring them so you get an even texture. In just a few minutes, we're going to cook some eggs. So things are looking well so far at the Breakfast Cafe at 313 Kitchen. Alright folks, we just thought we'd check in, so we're just about ready. So when you always want to cook eggs, you always want to do that at the very last minute. So I checked our biscuits, we're good. Everything's just about ready, so at this point we're going to go ahead and start our eggs. So what I like to do now, if you are frying, a little method that I like to use if you're frying, you can use some of the leftover grease to combine. So what we're going to do, since we're going to cook on the pan that we got our bacon in the oven, I'm going to add just a little bit of bacon grease to give it some seasoning. Just going to pour some of that in. Let that them up just a little bit, kind of. Eggs are very, very easy to do. Just gonna kind of want to go around the pan as much as we want to cover the whole bottom of it. Just check on how things are going. I'm going to go ahead and turn our oven off because the bacon is good. So while our pan is warming up for the eggs, let me go and show you what the bacon should look like when it's nicely done. Let me see. Give it another 3 minutes on it. We'll give it another 3 minutes. Spoke too soon. Sometimes on live TV, you don't know what the outcome would be. So we're going to let it go another 3 to 5 minutes. We'll check in on our potatoes. We'll keep stirring them. And letting our pan warm up. I think now at this point we're going to start adding the eggs in a little egg bowl. You might want to boost up your heat. Biscuits are just about ready. We want to be nice and brown, so let our eggs warm up. We'll let you take a look at things so far. Just put our eggs on. And I'll show you what the bacon looks like, which means that needs another few more minutes left. That piece right there is still not the way I want it to be, so we're going to let it go for an extra few minutes. And biscuits are about nice and golden. You want to be golden on the top. I think those are ready. We can pull those out. Those look delicious. So while this is warming up, let's go ahead and pull our biscuits out. Now always follow the directions for your biscuits. So what we're going to do, turn that off. We're going to put these on a plate. We're going to keep these in the microwave just to warm up. Take the spatula, since they're still a little hot. Might need to adjust your oven rack a little bit to get what you need out. And we're going to put these in the microwave, let these stay warm for a minute. So those are nicely done. It looks like this is going to be a delicious breakfast to me, don't you think? Looks so good. Okay, we'll put these in here. Let's go ahead and get our eggs a stir. They're starting to cook. And if our eggs are halfway done, eggs don't take too long to cook. The eggs are the way, depending on the method you cook your own eggs, they're going to be delicioso. Give that another stir. Now, the key to scrambling eggs, you don't want to overcook them. You want it to be just at a perfect way. See, right now we're almost done. You want it to be just a tad runny, but not completely done. So we're about to that point where they're going to be ready to go. Alright, I think we're at this point we're good. Go ahead and pull off what we've got off the pan. Just like that she wrote. Sometimes we want to take off the okay, so that part is good. Like that. Put some water on it. Alright, we're going to put this in the microwave as well, so we won't keep things warm. So the eggs are good. I think the potatoes are ready. They're nice and golden brown, so we're going to turn down the heat. Let's have another look at our bacon. Yep, we are finally good on the bacon. So let's go ahead and show you what our bacon looks like. I'm going to do it this way. Now I have, looks like I did burn a piece or two. Well, never mind, it's probably just the grease. So at this point, let me show you what it looks like before we dump some grease out. So this is the finished bacon. Just that burnt side, that's not part of the bacon, that's actually some grease. So we are going to dump out the grease. And at this point, I think we're ready to enjoy. It is going to be a delicious breakfast. All right, here's our final plate of the breakfast. We got our eggs, our hash brown mixture, and our bacon. So now we're going to find out how this recipe tastes. So let's find out. Let's try the potatoes. Potatoes are really good. I like the blend of the meat and the eggs. Let's try one piece of our bacon. Good bacon. Everything is delicious so far. Folks, this is a nice way to start your Saturday morning, start your weekend, or your Sunday morning, or whatever your weekend plans are. But if you like to have a little bit of guidance on what I do, let me know for breakfast. If you also have your favorite breakfast recipes that we may be able to try on our show, please let me know. But till next time, this has been Meet Me at the 313 Grill and Kitchen. Have a good day, and God bless.